Well, nearly 2 months after a baby's death at a daycare in Savage, we have new details about the direction of that investigation. Morgan Wolf pored over newly released search warrants and joins us with what she learned. Morgan?
Yeah, Julie, Rocking Horse Ranch's daycare license remains suspended as Savage police are seemingly now narrowing their investigation into the suspicious death of an infant and may be focusing on one employee.
5 days before his first birthday, a little boy died after he was found unresponsive at his daycare, Rocking Horse Ranch, according to officials. The Savage Police Department filed a search warrant detailing 2 other incidents leading up to his death involving another infant, a girl, and they all involve the same employee. The first and second incidents involve the baby girl who did survive. The search warrant states the employee reported the first infant crying, then throwing up a, quote, blood-like substance. She cleaned up the baby and put her back in the crib. Then the search warrant says the employee stated that the baby was turning white-purple and wasn't breathing. She patted her as if she were burping her and tried waking her up. Then she vomited again and the employee called 911. The second time it happened, her parents came and picked her up. The third incident involved the infant that died. According to the search warrant, the employee says another caregiver fed the baby and placed him in his crib for a nap. Eventually, the employee in question told investigators that she checked on him and laid him back down for his nap and patted his bottom for 5 minutes. But later that day, the warrant states that the employee reported hearing the boy cry, asking another caregiver to check on him. That's when the other caregiver found the baby unresponsive with apparent blood-like substance on his mattress. The daycare filed a lawsuit against the police department to obtain records of the investigation. In their court documents, they say that the other caregiver who found the infant unresponsive was sitting closer to the sleeping area and never heard him crying, as the other employee did. The lawsuit documents say the discovery provided thus far indicates that licensing officials believe both infants suffered physical abuse.
Well, no criminal charges have been filed in this case. Savage police say that they do not have a comment as this is an open investigation. I reached out to the daycare's attorney for a comment. They are reviewing the newly filed document and say that they'll get back to me once they're done. The employee in question had only been working at Rocking Horse Ranch for 3 weeks.
So all those 3 incidents happened within 3 weeks with that one employee. Do we know if that person's still employed there or what's happening with the daycare?
So I asked Rocking Horse's attorney this afternoon if that employee is still employed, and they said no.
Wow. All right, we'll keep following that one. Thank you, Morgan.